Hi, everybody. It's your DM, Dr. Mongoose. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing this message at the beginning of the episode because unfortunately we have a bit of an episode 4 situation on our hands. While we were recording, we had actually set up a webcam so we could see everybody during the recording session, but unfortunately that commandeered our audio track for the core 3 of us that are able to record together. So the audio for this episode is not amazing. I do apologize for that, and it's the only episode like that. We were able to fix it for the future recordings beyond episode 90. We appreciate your patience. We appreciate you dealing with this. I have cleaned it up as best I can, but webcam audio is only so workable. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and thank you for understanding.
Previously on Dances with Dice, when last we left our heroes, Eisen, the half-elf cleric, Karma, the tiefling wizard, and Emiria, the elven monk. They had discovered new dangers about their enemies, and had continued to plan for their next steps against the Legion. As dark pasts were revealed, and new traumas come to the surface, what dangers await our heroes this week on Dances with Dice?
Alright, so, all of you awake to a bright and shining day. The birds are chirping.
That's not a precursor for shit to go fucking straight downhill.
The birds are chirping, the sun is shining, the morning belays none of the horrible crap that happened the night before. Who awakes first?
Eisen had a great fucking night's sleep because he felt really good about himself, even though he probably did absolutely nothing. He is downstairs feeling good.
Alright, so Eisen is up with the dawn. You see Barry there.
Eisen starts to go downstairs and then goes, I should probably... In his head, he's like, I should probably check on Karma.
Okay.
Just, that seems like the right thing to do.
Okay. Karma. Actually, your door wouldn't be locked because you fell asleep last night.
Mm-hmm.
So, Eisen,
I'm not going to be weird and just walk into her room, or maybe that's what I would do.
It's me, Eisen.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Oh my god.
Come
Yes,
on.
baby. But first, actually, Eisen goes, fuck! And then, realizes he has a better idea. And because Eisen's a fucking moron, quickly runs back downstairs. Who's there?
You see... Oh, sorry. Barry is at the bar, polishing a glass. You see Kat, your maid, there as well, talking to him. Roll me an insight check, please.
Like, a 15 plus whatever the hell. Sorry, I'm on the wrong. I'm trying to get back into roll 20. Where's Eisen? It's 15 plus 6, so 21.
21. You see... You're not interrupting something. You come down kind of at the tail end of the conversation. You see in Barry's lapel, like, because he's wearing that fine silk, like crushed silk velvet jacket and everything. He's never not in that like super amazing outfit. You see in his lapel, like where his like little lapel hole is, you see a single blue flower, and you watch as Kat kind of walks away with a skip in her step. you can pretty much infer that they were
Canoodling. No.
they're in I think as the kids would say it, they're talking is the phrase nowadays.
Eisen's
God.
like,
Catherine, he's been here for 2 days.
Yeah, but he's big and hot.
but he's a big, strong boy.
Yeah.
Strong boy.
A big,
It's true.
he a big
He
fat boy.
also knows how to make a
Also,
drink.
hi Catherine, I love you.
So, I'm like in a rush, so I'm like, kind of like doing like a little like finger like point at the, about to say something, and then don't be like, never mind, 2 coffees, fast as you can.
He stopped following his glass like, well, I'm special, not special.
What does special entail?
Little boozy.
Eisen remembers that Kara has 0 constitution, and it's like, no special.
Alright.
Excuse you. I have +2 to my constitution.
About like 2 minutes. About 2 minutes go by, and you see him like you watch as he prepares like beautiful latte art. Like one of them, like on one cup of coffee, there's a swan taking off into flight, and then in the other one, there is it's like an open book, and like song notes are floating up from the book itself. He sets them in front of you, and there's like, and then he like runs it. He like goes to the kitchen, grabs like some biscotti as well. So it's like a full like coffee house like
Dear God.
setup. It's like,
Jeez.
he's like, hope that helps. Have a good morning. And turns back and starts organizing the bar.
Oh, I was gonna say when he hands them to me, I'm like, oh, that was. God, man, you've got skills. And then just kind of like looks it up and also sees like looks at the brooch again and goes, just kind of like looks at it and goes, nice. And then just like runs back up, like makes my way back upstairs.
Yeah. All right. At this point, you can knock on the door if you want. Amiria, are you awake at this point, or are you? What are you up to?
Yeah, I'll make my way downstairs.
Okay, so you pass Eisen basically walking up the stairs with very fancy coffee.
Like I feel like I'm holding like a full like silver tray with like a fucking like a little like thing with biscottis in it,
Yeah,
and
it's very fancy.
like a thing of cream and like 2 like piping hot coffees.
Yeah,
and I look weirdly out of place, like I'm holding like this fancy tray of like it's what I imagined, and like Amira walks by like what like looking at me like.
It's
Let's hear what Amiria says.
Yeah, let's see what she does. But like, I imagine that, like,
definitely
I literally
look-
look way out. I look like
you look like a butler delivering brunch.
yes. That's kind of
Yeah, let's
a butler
let's
in
have a
full
lovely
armor.
interaction then.
All right, what does Amiria say?
Yeah, Amiria.
What did
pass
you
him
do?
Walking down the stairs.
What'd you do to piss her off? This looks like an apology.
Yes. That's a perfectly viable answer for Isaac.
That's why.
Say no more.
That's my best friend right there.
Just stands there. Yes.
Alright, carry on.
These are real best friends. They don't get
Exactly. They don't need to say anything to each other.
No.
All right, Eisen, you're able to go upstairs, knock on the door. But before that, Amiria, as you sit down at the table, Barry also brings you a coffee. This one, you see 2 stick figures fighting each other. One very clearly dressed in like what looks like sort of monkey getup, so it's like very much built for you. It's like, morning.
This is
Drink
beautiful,
coffee,
Barry.
and then just walks away. And
I love Barry.
you watch Amiria as Draft starts making her way downstairs. She's got something in her hand that she's like kind of tinkering with. Please roll me a perception check.
6 plus... Oh god, I don't have my character sheet up.
Oh, her.
5. So 11.
Oh no. Okay. Well, draft did not hide it very. Oh wait, no. It'd be a. Oh no. It'd be a dex check, not that one. So. You said 11.
Yeah.
She also rolled an 11. So you're able to catch for like just a flash what looks like some sort of like metal cube looking thing before she like sees you and like immediately like shoves it in her apron. Upon seeing you. And you watch her blush very, 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 very hard as she like makes her way to the bar to get her drink. You can very clearly see Barry does not pour her coffee. He pours her a large mug of hot cocoa with a massive dollop of whipped cream on top. Because she is a baby.
My kind of girl.
Because she is baby.
She is a baby. And she has she gets some like toast and stuff, and then sits down in front of you. And like you see her open her mouth a couple times to like say good morning, but like she actually roll me an insight check. Roll me an insight check, Miria.
Nat 20.
Oh, there we go.
Damn.
Amelia.
Wow, she actually rolled a natural 19 on her deception. That's
Damn.
not enough. You immediately pick up on the fact that like she feels a little embarrassed about last night, not because of like you in particular. She feels embarrassed because she is afraid she wasn't professional in what she was supposed to be doing. And so like she like wants to say good morning, but she doesn't know how to like say hello to you because you're not technically her employer, but you're employer adjacent enough that she has no idea how to talk to you in that regard. But you can tell she really, really wants to.
I just like break the awkward tension and just like recount what happened like right after I attuned the sword, just for like scientific purposes, just to like clear the air.
You see her very visibly relax, and you guys are able to kind of just like you're able to like kind of like just like small talk and chat for the rest of like basically kind of like through breakfast. Back
yeah.
upstairs.
He's so soft. I love it.
Back upstairs, Eisen, you knock on the door.
Of Amelia and Draft, please.
Eisen, back upstairs, you knock on the door. Karma, you are awoken with a loud knocking on your door.
I didn't do it. What? Karma, stop. She's looking around. She's like trying to remember, you know, like when you fall asleep when you weren't really expecting to fall asleep, you're just kind of like trying to recount the night before, like, what did I do? What was I doing? Why am I? And she's like, okay. She kind of like shakes off, and she like realizes she's wearing her clothes from yesterday. She's thinking like, I should probably change or something. That she like slides out of bed. She's kind of like, she stalls a little bit because, you know, the feeling on her arm, but she still like gets out of bed, and then she goes over to the door, and she opens it up, and then she sees Eisen
Standing there, just like
with his biscottis.
The humor of this, like, the tray is very small in his hands, and so it's like he's like almost holding it with just like two fingers in both hands, just like.
Hi. Good morning. Is that for me? Are you training?
hold on. What do I see? Like, what does she look like in her just out of bed state? I'm actually interested to see what this.
Well, her braids are probably came out, so her hair is just like the big white curls, all just fluffy ass curly white hair, just all poofed around.
Sorry, I had this image in my head of exactly what you're talking about. So like, I was like, I need to say this because I'm kind of dumbfounded and perplexed on myself because I'm imagining this, and I'm glad that's exactly what I'm imagining because that's exactly what Eisen's doing. He's just standing there like staring at you like because he's never seen that.
Well, it's only ever, well, it has happened when she's done a spell. When she's done, like, she's
when
had
you
a,
exploded.
yeah,
I know
there's
that
been
one
a
time.
couple, yeah, there's been occasions where she does a certain spell in it, because the idea is that her hair is so thick is that oftentimes the bands that she uses to put
Snap.
her hair, yeah, they easily just kind of snap or untie themselves or what have you. And so, yeah, so her hair probably came undone as she was sleeping, because she tends to roll around and toss and turn in her sleep. So her hair's probably like curls. And then, obviously she's wearing the clothes from the day before because she didn't change to pajamas. So it's probably just like kind of disgruntled. I slept in my yesterday clothes.
This is just kind of standing like hair. It's just-
Carmel looks like kind of up at her hair, like looks at, she can see it, like, yeah, there's a lot of it. It's why I usually tie it back. I'm not really used to, well, that Carmel stops herself. Is that for me?
Eisen kind of like snaps out of this stupid, like, just like dumbfounded look, like, yeah, I figured after you'd want something to wake up.
Thank you. Is there's two of them, or is it just like one on a cute little tray?
There was
There was two. There was one for Eisen,
Okay.
one for Karma.
Okay. Karma like looks behind her. Did you want to come in? Question marks. Assuming she sees two, so she's assuming that both of them for her. Assuming he wanted to potentially sit down.
I mean, you also have a dining room.
I do. I thought I just had a room.
No, you have a dining room downstairs.
Oh, it's true. I can join you and Emiria downstairs in a minute if you just give me a little bit to put on new clothes. I can take that though. And she reaches out and she takes the coffee with the biscotti.
Reaches out and takes a coffee.
She sips it. Thank you. She smiles a little bit. But it's kind of like a little, day after panic attack smile. As we all just, day after trauma time. So,
Yeah.
as it do be like that sometimes.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Also, she's feeling kind of, Akko Taco, because it's like, haha, this person saw me when I was just about to have a panic attack because the person of my trauma times was scrying on me.
If you guys have this energy when you both come downstairs, Emiria is going to assume that you two fucked.
That's fair.
Damn it, Emiria.
Smash cut.
Emiria's just like, my boy doesn't fuck.
It's like, wait a minute, you don't have
That's
sex?
That's the one thing Emiria knows about Eisen. My boy doesn't fuck.
It's like, all you do is strike out with women. Who are you?
All you do is play hard to get with hookers. I've watched you.
Smash cut to Emiria. Draft has Boots, her kitty familiar, on the table, and she's just doing tricks, changing the kind of kitty. So it goes from like a tabby to a tuxedo to a calico to a sphinx cat, and that's her like little entertaining thing she's doing.
Do you wanna?
Oh my god.
I'll be right downstairs. And Emiria's just like, oh.
Well, she doesn't know.
Yeah.
No, Emiria's watching the cat.
Oh, yeah.
So Carmen, you just close the door awkwardly.
It's kind of like, well, she's gonna wait for Eisen to respond, to say something, because he's just kind of standing there awkwardly, and all he's said thus far is hair. That's literally the only word he's said in the past 30 seconds.
Oh, no, I said something like, I thought you might want
Oh, yeah,
something.
right. Oh, yeah, right. Do you want me to just meet you and Emiria downstairs?
Yeah, sure, that'd be better. You probably want to be alone. I'll go.
Okay. Can I roll an insight check on Eisen? Like, he's acting weird.
Sure, go ahead. Eisen, roll a deception check if you're trying to hide things.
What'd you roll?
15.
I rolled a 15 plus 6, so that's a 21.
What's your deception, Eisen? Was that 15 flat or 15 with your additions?
Oh, sorry. So plus 5.
So 20?
To my 21.
20 to 21. Okay. Eisen, acting a little awkward, bruh.
Karma's like does that little thing. You know, have you guys seen that GIF? I forget what the TV show it's from. I think it's from like Arrested Development or something. But it's like the older woman who's just kind of like squinting as the doors close, as she's shutting the door, just kind of like. I don't know if you look up suspicious GIF on Tenor or something, like it's one of the first ones that's gonna come up. It's just a blonde lady kind of like squinting at the person as she closes a door, like.
Hannah, you're not actually talking into the
Oh, I'm not? I'm so sorry,
it's
everybody.
just straight on.
I'm so sorry. But yeah, she's like...
Talk into the microphone.
She's like, she's like, okay. And like, kind of, like, as she closes the door, kind of like...
Yeah. So it was a 21 to 20?
A 21 to 20.
Okay. Eisen. I'll say, you don't have to reveal anything, but it's like... You're obviously something's a little awkward. Where's I'm trying to think of like what's fair here, because you're both very close.
I feel like she's just like that was like it's
being
definitely
weird.
awkward. Yeah.
Being weird.
Yeah. You can't fib your way out. You can't like Eisen your way out. Or it's like it's not.
Here it is.
It's like you have to. It's like Karma knows something's awkward. Karma, she can feel the tension.
I mean, I
there.
did just like have a really weird kind of like moment. So he's just like trying to be nice, but he also doesn't know how.
How be nice.
Yeah.
Like he's
Amiria's
not.
gonna teach him-
This is.
Amiria, teach me how to be nice.
Like he's just like but he doesn't know what to do. He's just. It's very obvious that he's just very awkward
Okay.
for reasons of we don't exactly. I feel like the reasons wouldn't be super obvious. It's more of just like he's just like I thought you wanted.
It's like I'm trying to be genuine and I don't know how to be genuine.
Yeah, like he literally is just a fucking moron.
All right.
I put a GIF in capture.
All right. So Amiria, you watch as Eisen comes downstairs. Eisen, if you want to hide what just happened, you'll have to roll another deception check. Or if you don't care, Amiria, you can just roll an insight check.
Go Morgan, go Morgan.
I'm just gonna hold the tray. I'm like holding the tray down with like one hand and like drinking the coffee as I come down the stairs.
Okay.
Like
All right, insight versus deception.
Modified 19.
Modified 19.
I rolled a nat 19.
Okay, so that's like a
plus
20. That'll be a 24.
24.
Yeah.
This.
All right.
I hate him having such high charisma.
He's a charisma-based
I'm
caster.
buying him new dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus 5.
All right. So he because you assumed that he insulted Karma or like somehow fucked up. He comes downstairs. All seems to be well and forgiven. Coffee was enough.
Well, no, I come downstairs like I feel like I'm deceived, but it almost like because he's just like looking kind of like normal, but maybe it went well, maybe it didn't. Like she doesn't really know, but like I'm hiding any of the other anything else that she might. It looks like I'm just coming downstairs like okay, whatever.
Amir
Standard
also,
Eisen fashion.
You can also infer you didn't hear screaming from upstairs, so it's whatever it is probably went fine.
This GIF describes both me and Karma personally, the one I put in cast chat with everything you people say. I'm like, me and both Karma are doing that face, like as we shut the door, like.
That's
definitely.
And it's also
when this episode comes out, I will put it in the Discord general thing or some shit. I don't know, so everyone else knows the exact GIF I'm talking about. Anyone in the Discord knows.
Wait, better is just put it now, and people will be like, hey, what the hell? And then when this episode comes out, it'll be like, oh.
So, Amiria, and Amiria, you're a little distracted because, like, Draft is very obviously, like, showing off a little bit, and is just, like, continues poofing the cat, and, like, the cat, like, continues to kind of, like, slink around and climb on your head, and, like, is, like, purring and being very loud. But I'll say 10 or so minutes passed. Everyone joins each other at the table. A very lovely breakfast of, omelets and waffles and bacon is served.
How am I not fat?
Amiria, mean, you do you do adventure.
Oh no, I'm just like, because there's always like some massive feast of just like, God, how am I not fat?
You also never seem to take your armor off, so that's also probably like a solid.
Oh yeah, that's like a good like.
It's just, like
70
you're always
pounds.
wearing like 80 pounds of shit.
Yeah. Just always working
You
out.
need to carb up just to walk around
Always
during the
working
day.
out.
It's like your shield alone is like is your height, so
it's
it's
deceptively strong.
But you're all able to join. Barry brings over another pot of just regular coffee, some cream. Brings over a separate, smaller pot that is hot chocolate for draft. And as all of you sit down at the table, you hear like the back door open. You hear Tony stumble in.
What are you doing?
Making faces at Morgan.
She's looking at the camera, is what she's doing.
I was appreciating it.
What is
Morgan told me to stop being on my phone during recording.
Yeah. As you should. Put your phone down.
I was checking things on TikTok. Don't worry about it.
So you hear the back door very clearly kicked open, and you watch Tony stumble in. He looks like he did not sleep a wink last night. His robe is half on, his beard is unbraided. He looks like he needs a shower. You watch him walk over. He just grabs the pot of coffee and starts drinking from the pot. He sits down. Grabs
isn't downstairs yet, is she?
About 10 minutes have passed, so everyone would have gathered downstairs,
no.
unless there's something specific you wanted to do to get ready.
No. Yeah, when Karma comes down, it's her usual, kind of standard. We're going to go hunting for a person attire. But she's put her hair kind of her curly ass hair in little space buns. She's managed to get the curls into sort of more space bun sort of things.
Like Princess Leia.
Not
buns,
Princess Leia,
or just twin buns.
Just twin buns on top of her,
So
up here.
Usagi buns.
Usagi.
Sailor Moon.
Yeah, more like Usagi, but not with the falling down.
Yeah, just the buns.
More like Usagi.
I had to hit our anime quota for the episode.
Underneath the horns or above the horns?
Oh shit! I forgot she had horns.
I forgot I was a tiefling.
It's kind of
My God.
beside them, her horn. If her horns are right,
So they're back there.
yeah, I'd say they're right near the base.
right
there,
underneath?
right up,
Yeah.
between her ear and the horn.
Gotcha.
Between the ear and the horn. She's got them all wrapped up in buns. I don't know. She was there was a comment about her hair, and she became very self-aware of her hair. Not in a negative way, but she's just very self-aware of her hair, and there's other stuff about her.
Oh,
hair.
I have that.
There's other stuff about her hair that is yet to be real, but she's got it all nice and just.
All right. So as Tony sits down, just drinks from the pot of coffee, reaches for grabs there's 2 or 3 plates of bacon. He just grabs a full plate of bacon, pulls it towards himself, and grabs half a loaf of bread and just starts slowly eating and taking he eats and then takes a sip from the pot of coffee, eats. Barry looks at this, brings over another pot of coffee and sets it very clearly out of his reach for the rest of you. And he's just sitting here just very almost like a cow, just very slow chewing, slow chew, sip, slow chew, sip. He's not really looking at anyone in the eyes.
Karma's still sipping the coffee that
You,
I brought her.
You doing okay there? Buddy.
You watch as he holds up one finger. The pot of coffee that he took was pretty full, and it looks like he's drank about a quarter of it. You just watch him pound the last 3/4 of this pot of coffee. He's just holds up a finger, sets it down. No.
Oh, that didn't sound like Tony. Did it?
Oh yeah, it was. It
That
was
was?
just a very tired, disgruntled
Oh.
Tony.
No, I am not okay.
Are you up late?
Kind of just looks at himself, looks back at you, looks at himself. No, I slept great.
Do you need me to braid your beard?
Wipes his beard. He's don't fucking talk about my beard.
I can braid your beard. I know how to braid.
I also I have been braiding my own beard for an eternity. I know how to braid. Stop. We're changing the subject. No.
I don't know how to braid, but I can braid your beard.
His beard?
He like cocks
I said beard.
He like cocks an eyebrow at you, Emiria. It's just like,
I don't know, I could try.
I can teach you?
roll a persuasion check.
Oh my god, I really hope that it gets high enough and that it's just...
It was a natural 19.
Fuck.
It's just shitty ass braids and
+4.
just Emiria like doing her best
Okay.
as Tony's talking.
Okay. So sorry, it's natural 19 plus 4.
Yeah.
Okay. He looks at you. It's like, oh, all right. Sure.
I sit next to him and I'm like doing a thing where you like take 2 strands of hair and she's just kind of twirling them around each other, so it's not gonna hold as a braid, but she's trying her best.
roll,
best, and it's great.
roll sleight of hand.
I love Emiria more than my heart.
Eisen's literally just like laughing into his cup of coffee.
8.
Emiria's enjoying herself like, I got this.
Like my coffee's foaming at this point. I've laughed so
Yeah.
hard. Like it's just bubbling.
Yeah, Emiria, what was your sleight of hand?
8.
8. So as Tony's talking, he's like, no, I didn't get. No, I didn't really. He's like there's like occasional tugs and things. Just like so he's like kind of like struggling through it. Like at one
Karma's
point,
handing like little leather strips to Emiria as she keeps going. And, like, so whenever Emiria wants to tie something off, she's got like the little. It's almost like holding the rubber band. She's got them ready for Emiria. She's like, da, 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 da.
so Tony's like, so I was doing some research on next little adventure that we have to go on. How do I put this? This is a terrible fucking idea, and we could all die. But it seems that I can't talk you. I have yet, in the year that I have known you, talked you chuckle fucks out of anything. Like a very sharp tug on his beard. At that point, it's like, motherfucker. So, and he pulls out a scroll. Here is a scroll of teleportation. It is set for a little coastal town. There's a boat waiting there to charter you all over to Guidance. And he tosses it to Karma.
Karma catches it.
You have the Word of Recall scroll from Andy. Just make sure you're fucking prepared. Because if this goes tits up, which there's a decent chance it could, given the people that we are fucking dealing with right now. I mean, look, we're already kind of up the creek without a paddle. We don't need to be without some of our most important assets when the war comes. All right?
Look, with all due respect, I mean, is anything we do at this point really gonna be safe? Pretty sure anything that we do now is it's either gonna fuck us or save us. It's not really. I feel like the constant mentioning of this could go horribly wrong. It seems kind of mute at this point.
There's a difference between knowing shit can go wrong and taking a calculated risk like we have with pretty much everything up to this point. They know you're coming. It's there's the variable. You have something that they want, and he looks at Karma. And we are openly walking into their territory. This isn't going to a floating castle and racing them to find an artifact. This is openly kicking in the door they left unlocked.
It's not just their territory. It's mine too.
He looks at you, his expression softens a little bit, Karma, and as he looks at you, it's like, listen, due respect, with all the love in the world. I know that you haven't been home long. I know that you haven't been back home long enough for it to have changed enough. You get me?
It's only been, 10 years?
Speaking from experience, 10 years is longer than you think.
Karma, sighs and, kind of recoils into herself with the coffee.
Look, I've said my piece.
You got any better ideas?
Why do you think I didn't sleep last night? The answer is, look, 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. We're fucked. I get it. Frustratingly.
Look, I feel like I'm the last person to be. I don't know. I think I'm just. We're sitting here on the edge, on the brink of probably total annihilation. I think I'm just tired of starting every conversation with, well, with this sick sense of we're all going to die.
I mean, we.
Where's the. Me coming from me, where's the fucking optimism here?
I mean, remember when we first started this, and the last group had died in the first run? Remember that? The black spider?
Yeah,
The first group died like that.
The
fact that we've made it this far might be,
To be fair, you're kind of playing with house money at this point, but...
Not that I'm, boasting or being oh, look, like as Karma just said, that we've gotten so far and got so hard. No, we've gone so hard.
How fucking dare you?
Amiria is
Chester.
offended.
Rip Chester.
Amira slaps eyes
You're
and
all
upset.
dead to me.
I think we deserve a little bit of credit in the fact that we should be a little bit more confident in ourselves and in our abilities, and not saying that we should go in blindly and not have a plan, but that I'm kind of sick of this downtroddenness. Let's fucking go in there, let's have a plan, let's kick down their door, and let's show them what we fucking made of.
Meats and bones.
Tony looks over at Karma. He's he looks at you guys, and he looks over at Karma. It's you'll forgive me if my optimism well is a little tapped when, and he kind of taps the Order of the Rose pin when that got yanked out from under us. I'm not saying we're flying blind here. We're obviously not. We have as much support as we can feasibly get. But if we're talking about what wasn't necessarily a trump card, but at least an equalizer when we're talking about armies clashing, and he looks over at Karma, and especially Karma can back me up on this, how fucking powerful Quinn is.
Karma looks at the ground.
I'm not going to make assumptions about what fucked up shit he probably did to her, but all I know is of the fucked up shit he's been doing in the last decade. So...
Look, all I'm saying is be nice. To get a fucking pep talk, and not a, hey, you're all probably gonna go to your fucking deaths. Have a good time. Here's your scroll. I'm just saying it'd be nice.
I mean, we're probably going to our death.
But I don't want to hear that!
Tony...
It'd be nice to get some fucking confidence from the person who's been through it with us from the goddamn beginning.
I'm confident that we might die on that island.
Tony like basically Tony like
Miria so much.
Tony like kind of.
I'm gonna say this as she's braiding.
He's still braiding his beard.
She's still braiding. And
She's still
like,
failing.
Yeah. Oh no, looks like shit. You might have tied like a shoe knot into his beard. We don't know, but like it is.
Oh, it's
it is a
never
mess.
coming out.
Yeah, it is.
He's gonna have to cut parts of this out.
Yes, very much so. But
I'm just talking bottom line psychology here. If you tell us that we're gonna, like, this is the worst possible decision we could do, and we're probably gonna die, we'll find a way to make it happen.
all right. So fine.
I'm just sick of the negativity.
He sets the pot of coffee down. He sets the pot of coffee down, and he like kind of like takes his hand in front of his face, and like does like the like runs his hand in front of his face like top to bottom, like changing his expression. So he goes from like a very somber expression to like a big happy grin. He's just like, this is not the worst decision you could have made. You could just try to attack their headquarters. That would actually be certain death. Good luck.
Do you want us to try that?
Look, if there's anyone who can do it, it's you fuckers. And I say that with actually all the confidence in the world. All I'm saying, and he points at Karma again, he looks at her, it's like, with love and respect and knowing that I actually like you.
Oh, Tony.
Shut the fuck up. But it's like, I'm not saying that you're not all powerful enough to handle this on your best day.
Eisen's gonna die.
But and he points to Karma specifically. She's not gonna be on her best day at all. This is fucked up shit beyond anything you guys have gone through thus far, because what little I know about this asshole, I can only assume it was 100 times worse for her. You're not necessarily going a person down, but it's not all three of you either. And he looks at you in the eye, Karma. I'm sorry, but it's just, I can't pretend that that's part of the risk we're taking here.
Karma like takes a breath, and she looks at Tony. I don't know how much you know, but I've been ready since I was 5, 6 years old.
That'll have to be enough then. Look. And he finally like slaps Amiria's hands away. He's like, get the fuck off me.
And his beard looks fucking astounding.
His beard looks like
No, astounding in a bad way.
yeah, it's impressive how bad it looks.
Karma leans over to Amira.
The funniest part of this entire conversation is that Draft has been here the entire time, and she's just like very worriedly, like continually worriedly, like sipping her cup of hot cocoa. And like as the conversation gets more intense, she just keeps adding more and more whipped cream on top of it until it's like
That's her whiskey.
until it's like almost like a baseball-sized mound on top of the cocoa. And she takes a sip and comes away with like almost like a full face of whipped cream.
Tony, you're scaring the mage.
Amira, you're scaring my wife.
It's like, look, I have all the confidence in the world in each and every one of you. I do, despite he looks at you as, and despite popular opinion. But you hit the nail on the head earlier. You guys have come this far. I don't want to see you guys possibly throw it away. I want to see you come home. I want us to see the fucking end of this.
Alright, then what do we need? How can we be the best prepared?
potion.
Let's get our shit together. Solutions, not problems.
Well,
You go shopping?
Draft pipes up at this point. It's like, yeah. And she like kind of like reaches around, like pulls out a satchel. It's like, I made a bunch of stuff that might help you a little bit. I was able to harvest some stuff that Tony brought as well. And she like opens a bag, and it's almost like a mini bag of holding, and like inside you see like basically what's a full it's like a full apothecary shelf of different potions.
She's freaking Mary Poppins that shit.
Yeah, kind of just Mary Poppins. Like she pulls out
I need to roll my portents.
Okay, yeah, do that. She pulls out a bunch of her draft special healing potions. She pulls out a couple of fantasy grenades, which I think some of you guys already have. Well, you'd given yours over to Amiria, I think. I think Amiria's holding most of them, but basically kind of like the standard array of potions you guys all have access to. Each of you can mark on your character sheets 3 draft specials. And 2 fantasy grenades.
So I got 4.
Karma, I guess we can do this later, but Karma's gonna use one of the spell, whatever is in the one of the charges in the magnifying glass.
Okay.
Which I have right here. I have the magnifying glass that I got so many moons ago for my Karma cosplay.
Okay. It has been a while since we've used this. I'm trying to remember.
I've been holding on to them. So.
I'm trying to remember what it does now. It's fuck.
I have to roll like a wisdom save or something.
Yeah, but I'm trying. I can't actually remember I'm trying to remember what the fucking gold glass does because it's been so long since you've used it. It is fuck. What does it do? Like honestly, do you remember what it does, Hannah?
It causes psychic damage. I've never rolled. I remember that she looks into it and she usually sees something. Like she
what does it say on the? Does it have a description?
I don't even have it.
We don't. Yeah, we never had
an
for
equipment for it. Like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure it allows you to like see.
I like every time I use it, there would be like I would see something moving in it, but I've never rolled high enough to know what I am looking at.
Okay.
But I know that anytime I use it, if I roll too low, I get psychic damage, and even if I roll high, I've gotten psychic damage, but it's been less severe.
Yeah.
That's what I recall.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it does. I think it allows you to see. It basically acts as a.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm seeing because you've only ever told me that like the highest I've gotten. You've told me that I'm seeing like shapes of a scene or something. I've never rolled high enough for me to see what it's trying to show me or something. I don't.
No, I'm pretty sure it's always worked as like one of your visions. I thought.
That might be it.
I'm pretty sure it gives you
I
a
never
focus.
know. You never told me.
It gives like a focus for. I'm just trying to remember because it's been so long since you've used it.
Yeah, you've never told me, and that's valid because you're the DM. So I'm not saying that you have to tell me all the time.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember.
Also, okay, I'll hold on to. I know what I rolled. I have it right here, but I don't have to say it out loud for the whole squad.
So as you guys are basically as like these potions are being brought out and like you being given
roll
to
a
you.
Wisdom save or something.
Yes, please roll a wisdom saving throw.
That is a 15 plus 6.
Okay.
So that's a 21.
21.
If I'm doing saving throw, if it's saving throw, it's plus
7.
6.
Yeah, saving throw. You take 15 points of psychic damage.
Youch-a-rooney.
And as you look through the glass, you watch.
Just, like, sitting at the freaking table, just like, ah!
And
we're all like, is the coffee too hot? Like,
she pulls out the magnifying glass and she like looks through it.
and as you watch that, you see because it's the 6th time or 7th time you've used it.
I
think it was 6.
It's either the 6th or like 5th.
No, I think
she's
this
only
is the
had
7th.
it since she went to Bone Town.
This is the 7th because I know you stopped at 6. I'm pretty sure you stopped at 6.
Yeah. We can I'm listening through, so I can always retcon it.
So
he has like 10 charges or something.
Well, no, because it's been cracking in the same way a clock would crack.
Oh.
So I'm pretty sure this is the 7th. So you watch as that crack forms near where like the 7 would be on the face of a clock, and as you look through the magnifying glass, you see your home island of guidance. And you see partially collapsed ruins. You see burnt out buildings. You see... It looks like a place that hasn't been inhabited in years. But you know that, it's only been a decade, but it looks like something that has been abandoned for, almost a century or more.
I guess she technically doesn't know when Quinn did what he did to Kaiden.
Yeah, but you see that, and then you
So
see...
that's 10 years ago is when she left.
Yeah.
But I guess when she had the vision of guidance being burned, she doesn't know when that was, if that was recent, present, or what.
So as you look into the magnifying glass, and as you are like as you're seeing this, the Alex, you gotta turn the light off. It's coming through the microphone.
Turn the what off?
The light in the bathroom.
Oh, is
There's
it
no
not?
light.
Is it off?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's light on.
oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
I think that was just the toilet noise.
So Karma, as you look through this and you see you see your home in ruins that it appears to be having abandoned for almost a century or more, but you know that's not possible because you lived there at least a decade ago.
It was beautiful.
You focus in and you can see you think you see shadowy figures moving about, and you can't really make anything out, but it appears like there are people on the island. They move with purpose. They move with knowledge. They know the place in some regard before the vision snaps closed and you watch the magnifying glass crack. Please roll me a perception check.
That is a 17 plus 2, 19.
19. You see... Actually, no, this wouldn't be with advantage. I just realized that. This would be with advantage.
advantage? Okay.
Yeah, this is with advantage. I forgot the rules I had made.
And that's the advantage. It's only a 10 plus 2, 12.
Okay, so 19
is still the highest.
So 19 still dies. For the first time, finally, your mind has sharpened and codified enough. You make out a single familiar eye staring back at you through the magnifying glass as there's finally a dawning realization on you. Every time you use the magnifying glass, you finally are able to see, you've been seeing bits and pieces of this person. And almost like a camera, almost like pulling back from a camera a little bit, you finally see the full face, and you see grinning wickedly, maliciously, and almost hungrily back at you, the face of your ex-fiance, Quinn. He winks at you, and the magnifying glass shatters in your hand.
Karma screams out loud and drops it and scrambles back away out of her chair.
What? What the fuck was that?
Yeah, to the rest of you, to all of you, Karma was looking through a magnifying glass for about a minute or so, and then she, it shattered, she screamed and scrambled.
Are you okay? What was that?
The magnifying glass, he was Quinn, the one we're looking for. I've been looking through his eye with it, I guess. I finally saw that. I guess I used it up, and she wraps her head in her hands, and she's
Wait, dude.
was I used? And she's trying
Hold on. It's calm. It's okay.
Maybe
His
we
eyes-
stop
Can
scrying
you-
on him.
What did Emiria say?
Just maybe we stop scrying and stop using magical items related to scrying, because this seems like a bad avenue.
That's
He
what I
knows-
do, though. That's
He knows we're coming anyway.
Well, we don't need to put arrows in his quiver for him.
Obviously.
You see Tony like trying to undo a tangle from the braid, and like he raises one finger, points at Amiri, and then goes back to like furiously untangling his braid.
What?
Or beard.
Well, it's done.
Yeah, the beard is done. Let it be.
Yes. Eisen out of like the corner of Eisen.
The beard is done.
Eisen just fucking, because he's tired of like the fucking like just not only watching Tony fiddle with it, but just like how the conversation keeps going to the beard. He just fucking points his finger at the beard and casts prestidigitation.
just fixes it.
Just like, fixes it. Like while he's talking, just like
Tony's just like.
I worked so hard. How dare you?
You worked so hard on that.
Shut up! It was bad. We all know it was bad. Just.
Karma like presses a hand on Amiri and she'll. You did so good. I thought it was really lovely.
Fine.
I practically raised you.
God damn
and I
it,
did
you
not
know
raise you
wrong.
like this.
You know it was bad. Look, it's done. For better, for worse.
Didn't raise you to disrespect your elders.
Yeah. I have something to talk about you later.
You're talking to Amiri?
Yes.
Amiri, yeah. Okay.
Because it just reminded me of things I don't know. But what do you mean his eye? Through his? Was he looking at you? Were you looking through his eyes? Sorry,
I don't know. I got this thing from Frederico. I got this a long fucking time ago from Frederico, and I've been.
Jason Momoa guy?
Yeah, fantasy Jason Momoa.
You know who Frederico is?
I know. I just wanted to say that.
I got this from Frederico a long time ago, and I've been using it to enhance my divination, my abilities to predict the future. And I've been using it as enhancement, and it comes with some side effects sometimes. But every time I would use it, I would see something through the glass, and I know it had a certain amount of charges, but I didn't know what exactly I was seeing through it, and just now when I was looking through it, I saw my home, and I saw people moving, and they were going around, and they were looking for something.
Eisen like puts the hand.
There's a hand.
Just like. Breathe.
Jesus.
She breathes.
I
saw his eye. I saw his eye. His eyes are like mine. They're like mine, but gold. And so, like, because she has the black sclera as black pupil, but her iris is red, and his are the same way, except instead of a red iris, he has a gold iris. And he was looking at me through it. He was looking at me, and then I saw his face, and he knew I could see him. I don't know if he's known this whole time, every time I've used it.
It's okay.
She's like gripping she's like
the handle.
At this point, she's picked it back up. She's picked up the shatter. It's because it's shattered. The glass part is shattered, but I'm assuming the handle is still.
Yeah, basically the glass shattered outward.
I know. And so she's like picked it up and she's holding it again. She's like gripping it really tightly.
I'm just gonna act this out because it's fun. No, pick it back up.
Okay.
No, sorry. I'm gonna have to put this over here.
For those at home, I'm holding the prop that I had gotten for this exact prop that Karma has.
Here. It's over. Like, he tries to take it out of your hand.
Karma does let it go. She lets it slip out of her hand.
It's okay. And you kind of like. Actually, I put it into the fanny pack.
Okay, the fanny pack I'm holding.
Yeah, because I feel like it's another dimension. It should like.
It's technically another dimension, yes.
So. It's over. And he knows. He already knows. Honestly, it doesn't matter what he knows anymore. Look. Miria, Tony, and me. We're here. And as far as we can do, as we can control, He's not gonna hurt you again.
Because we're gonna kill him.
Damn fucking right.
Amiria's head pops up.
Yeah.
Fucking murder.
We will kill him.
At Amiria's she's like Karma's like looking very serious eyes, and at Amiria's words she kind of like smiles to herself. And then
I kind of like snap out of like the I'm just like look over like damn fucking right we are.
Murder.
Karma kind of like
And looks back at Karma and is just like,
Karma's like
so
looking at
pick
her.
up your chin. Now let's go kill your fucking ex-fiance.
Well, as far as he's concerned, that's not.
Yeah, well, whatever. As far as we're concerned.
Let's think
As
about
far as
blood.
we're-
All right. So as
Eisen after that just starts like shoving potions and shit into
Yeah.
his bag.
Angrily, like,
I'll say for the sake of brevity, you guys prepare yourself.
Karma wants to pull Emiria to the side really quick.
Okay.
Hi, Morgan.
Hi.
Do I have Emiria? Do I successfully pull?
Yes,
does Emiria
yes,
go
my
with?
dear.
Does Emiria go with Karma? She pulls her. To the
Yes,
side.
I will go with you.
We're gonna run away together. No.
Draft glaring daggers to the back of Karma's head. That's mine.
Karma's gonna pull out the scroll from not the teleportation one, the one that we've gotten.
Word of recall.
The word of recall. And she's like, kind of like very still, like holding it out to Emiria, like kind of their backs to Eisen and Draft.
I'm too busy
Tony.
like shoving my pack full
you're
of
getting,
shit.
You're getting ready.
Yeah. I'm all hyped at that point. I'm like, we're gonna fucking kill someone! Like,
And she's like holding it to Emiria. I know that Eisen's not gonna take it. But I need you to take it. Because if push comes to shove, the best that I can do is distract him, and you and Eisen and whatever else we were able to find can at least get away. I can make sure if it's whatever I have to do, we can make sure at least two of us get away, because as long as I am away from Quinn, he's going to keep coming. If you have this, we can guarantee at least two of us of the three are going to survive. With me, it will not do much good. And I know this sounds really like, I know exactly how it sounds. You don't even tell me. But I'm being serious.
I put my hand over Karma's hand that's holding the scroll. I will take this to ease your worries about this and to make you go into this with as clear a head as possible. But I do not intend to leave you on that island. So, if it eases your burden, knowing that I'll have this with me, then I will gladly do so. But I'm not letting you die there. I refuse. I think we'll find another way. I don't have your abilities to see what's going to happen next, but I don't think your story ends so soon.
Karma, oh wow, I can hear my own voice very clearly in my own ears right now. I don't know if Zach turned up my thing, but Karma looks kind of back to the group and looks to Emiria. And her voice gets a little quieter. I don't know if Hannah's voice is going to get quieter just so everyone hears. I'm not so sure about that.
Let's try again. I don't care what your abilities say.
It's not my ability.
I will prove them wrong.
It's not mine.
I will... My dear, I might not have had you for very long, but I've gotten attached.
Oh.
Beyond all odds.
Oh. Carmen's hands
So-
on her cheeks, like, oh. It's not that it's mine. It's...
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
The original monastery that I come from, it wasn't particularly faith-based. We didn't follow or pray to a single deity. We're hardly like a monotheistic type. So even though I might be dabbling in some godly connections these days, I don't know how much faith I put in their ability to be all-powerful. And fate goes with that. Fuck fate.
Oh.
If I wanted to, tomorrow I could turn around and choose a completely different lifestyle for myself. And that is my decision. And no one will push me on that path but me. So, if the universe is telling you that you will die on that island, I will say no, and I will carry you off of it myself.
Karma
So
kind
no.
of...
You will not die there.
Karma kind of fidgets. It's not me or the universe, it's Quinn. It's what Quinn saw. When we were
Do you
children.
know? Do you know that beyond a shadow of a doubt?
It's what they told
Do you
me.
know that he didn't have ulterior motives in you thinking that your life was going to be thrown away so young? Because that seems a touch fishy to me.
Well, we were children at the time. Everything was okay until he had the vision. We were...
Some people turn into monsters, and some people have it so written deep in their souls that they are despicable from an early age. And this Quinn sounds like he might just be a cunt. He might have just been born that way.
He wasn't always that way. Karma's getting kind of like, her eyes kind of like are going, like she's kind of looking at the ground. He wasn't always that way. He was good.
I can't tell you your life, and I cannot tell you what you've seen, but I can tell you.
You're talking to the front of it, not
I'm
actually.
gonna restart
into
at the
it.
top of that line since there was some mic noise.
Please do.
Line director? Sorry.
Sorry, Hannah was talking into the top of the microphone, which explains why she's been very quiet for like.
Might be.
Okay.
All right, sorry.
To be honest, I'm always really loud, so.
Now you go, baby. Okay. Hold on. I won't pretend that I know your life, and I won't pretend that I know what you've seen, but some people lie very well, and some people are twisted early, and some people have people whispering in their ears from very early on. I believe you, and I believe how strongly you hold on to this faith, but it seems a little suspicious to me that a man with so much power over you foretold something that makes you feel like the rest of your life is without meaning or worth because it won't happen. And I don't believe you should let a man, let alone anyone, tell you how the rest of your life is going to go. Which is why I believe that you will walk off that island with the two of us, and then we will go save the goddamn world. Right?
Karma like is kind of looking at the ground as Amiri is talking, but like nodding along. Just kind of like a nice little like smile on her face, kind of clearly a like a. Not that she doesn't. It's not like I don't believe you. I'm just going to smile to make you happy. Kind of like a. It's nice to hear someone speak so confidently. about it when Karma's own brain won't speak as confidently as Amiria is able to communicate.
I've been around for a little bit longer than the two of you, so I know that people can convince themselves of things very strongly, and it's not always the truth. The mind is a powerful thing.
Karma, oh wow, I can really hear myself. I can hear myself very
Eisen stumbles in at this point,
Karma-
like arms
wait,
full of
hold
like
on.
potions and fucking. Okay. Oh wait a
Hold on.
second. But this has to happen.
Karma was gonna like give Amiria a hug.
Whoa, you got really loud on my end for a second.
Because she's actually speaking into her mic now.
She's gonna give Amiria a hug, just like wrap her arms, like just kind of like just at first it's like her hands are in front of her, she's like kind of fidgeting with them, and then all of a sudden now her arms are around Amiria and she's hugging her.
Oh.
Amiria's like, oh yes, human contact. Indeed. Quite.
Eisen now pops in. You fucking nerds are done fucking hugging. We got some fucking shit to do. And he's got like arms full of like fucking potions and scrolls and like weapons and stuff. He's like holding things he probably doesn't fucking need. Like.
Wait. Pause. You guys like all went super robot-y on my end. Is your internet acting up?
No, our internet's fine. I think it might have just been Discord fucking up for a second.
Okay.
Huh, you guys sound weird. Alright, I'm
Right
just
now
we
gonna...
still sound weird?
We still sound weird right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Here, I'll leave the call.
Do you want to pause the recording?
No, you don't want to pause the recording. I'll leave the call and then come back in because we're still synced up at the beginning.
Okay,
So
okay.
the recordings are a
Yeah.
separate thing.
Okay.
So be right back. Alright, is this better?
No. Shit.
So weird.
Maybe if she leaves the call?
Yeah, maybe try leaving the call, Morgan, and then
Okay.
come back in.
Test.
Hello, are we good?
Oh, wow, worse.
Wow. Okay. Do we want to reset our
How
internet
about-
just to be safe, or
How about now? I just turned off a noise suppression thing.
hello?
Hello?
Still sounds the same.
Because you sound normal.
Yeah, you sound completely normal.
You sound completely normal.
Okay, how much longer do you want to hold this episode for? Because we're at 1 minute,
it's-
or 1 hour, 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's we're basically at the end, so we'll do an internet reset after this.
Okay.
Eisen pops in and is like, hey, fuckers, ready to...
Yeah.
and that's where we end our...
So
I'm sure like the recording is probably
the recording's fine, and I'll check the recording just for safety. But
As long as you guys sound good on your end,
Yeah,
and
we
I'm
sound-
picking
we
up
sound
my
fine.
end, then
Yeah,
we
we-
should be fine.
yeah, so
Yeah.
we're fine there. So just give me a couple seconds of silence. So as Eisen pops in, and as all of you guys kind of gather and take advantage of the scroll that has been given to you guys to transport yourselves to this small coastal town, Tony gives you a final salute and a wave.
Wait, I wasn't ready yet. I was gonna do one more thing before we head out.
Oh, if you're gonna do one more, what
Yeah.
is that then?
I was gonna, since we need as much help or things we can get, I was gonna go call in a possible favor with Raymond, see if he had any either information, anything that would help us, because I know I realize Tony has a point, and it's not that I didn't think he did, but it's more of just like, I'd rather go into this with a positive attitude, but I also realize that we are going into some fucking shit, and I want to pull out the stops.
Right. Hang on a second. Let me.
So I was gonna be like, I'll be right back, and like run out to go find him, or unless freaking Big Bird Boy has like really quick connections to him.
Let me see.
Unless Barry's got some. Barry can like send another owl that's like him. But
you can go. I'll say you can like you pass that request on to Barry, and he thinks about it for a second, and he's like, and he reaches into his pocket, like kind of turns. He reaches into his pocket, kind of like turns away for a second. You see he's like pulled out a sending stone, and he starts speaking a language that you actually don't understand at all. It's like, he starts speaking like gibberish.
Kind of like thieves talk.
He's using thieves' cant,
Yeah.
but like you don't
Exactly, because I don't know
understand.
what thieves can.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. So it's like you hear him like mention it's like the orange rises in the east, but we must be cautious of the pair. And then like he like receives a message back, it's like and he turns back to you, it's like brothers bros are out of town on a job right now. No, won't be back for about a month. But he says if you give him some time and he tosses you the sending stone, he might be able to rustle something up in a day or two.
Thanks, Barry. Hold on, I'm gonna do that again. Silence. Thanks, Barry.
And with that, I'll say, because Bremond will be able to contact you via the stone if he does find anything.
Just because it's important, I tell Barry about my my secret stash that that Sven gave me, and I'm like, he comes through. I got something to share with you. Oh yeah, but actually scratch that. That's something I'll do. Like if it does, that's like a celebratory thing. So just
Okay.
you can scratch that from the.
All right.
Sorry, I was
worries,
thinking
no
about
worries.
something, but
I'll say
if we survive this,
if everyone lives, we all get drunk on the extended whiskey. We'll break out the blue label, fantasy blue label. So I'll say with preparations made as best as they can be, you guys all have your potions, you have your new bits and bobs, and as mentally set as one can be when walking into an obvious trap. You are able to use the scroll of teleportation, and as you all step through, you smell salty air, this warm sun on your face as you land on a dock in front of a ship with a small gnome kind of standing there looking up at all of you. It's like, oh, well, you're early. Well, better now than never. And that is where we will end the episode for today. Thank you all so much for joining us for another episode of Dances with Dice. Please follow us on all of our social media platforms at Dances with Dice. And when you use the hashtag DWDcast and DWDart, you will be added as a named NPC in our show. As always, thank you so much for listening, and join us every single Tuesday for new episodes of Dances with Dice.